Okay. I think we're live. Welcome to episode 3 of Geek to Geek, and I'm so excited to have this week one of my favorite YouTubers and just people in general, JKB, or as I like to affectionately call him, Mr. J. Don't even get on me about my Harley Quinn impression. It's terrible, and no one else can call him that, by the way. Dibs.
Mr. J.
Mr. J. That's better than mine. Like, I'm always jealous of your impersonations you do of people or whatever. I don't have that talent.
I don't have any impersonations.
Yes, you do.
That's
yes, bullshit. You do. You do amazing voices.
Bullshit.
You do amazing voices.
Who's Captain
Don't
Boat?
Bullshit me.
Okay, what are we doing
Boat
today?
Captain, he's amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you questions, and the audience can ask you questions, and we're just going to have fun and just be ourselves, which is amazing.
I like it.
Hello, Mr. Coconuts. Mr. Coconuts is one of my lovely viewers who's been with me for forever.
JKB back with another interview.
Yes, I love it. Love it. Anyway, I didn't even start mine off with my usual intro. Jeez, Jay, you're distracting me already.
Go ahead.
But it's hello, Alycat's new viewers. I have JKB here with me. I already went through my spiel. But let's just get started. First off, Jay, if anyone in the chat does not know who you are, which is, like, you should, tell them about yourself.
Oh, my God. I'm into demonology. I collect skulls. I have a YouTube show that's moderately successful. And I review video games.
Which are amazing reviews. I watch every single one. Not even joking.
I'm horrible at pitching myself. By the way, I'm wearing a Star Wars onesie. Look.
Which I'm jealous of. Can someone get me a Star Wars onesie? Just anyone? So
Robert,
I
get
can
her
be
one.
cool.
Robert, do it.
Sean wants you to take your top off, which you can't because you're wearing a onesie, so. But you can't do. Oh,
there you
JKB. Go. I should have worn my shirt. I wore a super cute dress. No one can see it.
No, that would be overload.
Overload?
Jen, what's going on? So.
Okay, so first off, I'm really excited to have you on here because we have a lot of the same interests. Like, you're not just into gaming, you're into movies and music as well. By the way, if you ever notice the background music in my videos, this is the guy who created that music. So you should go to the website linked in the description box and buy every single album.
Oh.
Do it. Because I did. Okay, every single one.
Do it.
Do it. Seriously, do it. Do it so the man can eat.
I'm working on a new album.
You are?
Uh-huh.
I'm excited.
Uh-huh. Actually, I'll send you 3 new tracks no one's heard.
Really? I'm that special?
Yep.
Robert says that tell you to get me one. So he's saying you have to get me one, Jay. A onesie.
This is from Walmart, believe it or not.
My Walmart doesn't have it. My Walmart sucks.
No, it does. It's unfortunately it's only in the men's section. Just go look at it. You'll see it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do that. Like, seriously. I don't even care. So, speaking of music, since we're on that topic, I know you're a big fan of Weezer. Maybe. So I want to know what your favorite songs are because I'm a fan of them as well.
Ready?
Ready.
There's a Weezer tattoo. Can't see it.
I didn't know you had that one.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Secret tattoos. My favorite Weezer album is probably Pinkerton. Although the new album's really good, to be honest.
The White Album, yes. And not just because it has the same name as me. It's good. Seriously.
Robert says he's never listened to Weezer. What?
I'm sorry, by the way, for that really high-pitched shriek.
So yeah, my favorite album has to be Pinkerton. I remember buying the tape cassette of it in 1996. That's how old I am.
I remember tape cassettes too, by the way, so.
I'm old.
I feel old.
Well, you don't look old. I look old.
No, everyone thinks I look way younger than I am, which I guess is helpful in some ways, which you look way younger than you are too, by the way.
Thank God.
Anyway, I noticed the Star Wars poster behind you, and like, you're the Star Wars guru, so can you tell us something that maybe the majority of people don't know about the Star Wars universe, like just any little factoid?
That's actually a good question. What can I tell you about Star Wars that you would find interesting? For instance, here's something that, well, this is, I know a lot of expanded universe stuff, so it doesn't really apply to the new expanded universe. There's no such thing as expanded. It's called legendary or legends now. Star Wars Legends. That's what the old expanded universe was. I know a lot of that because I read a lot of the comic books and novels and all that sort of stuff. What's something interesting I could tell you about Star Wars now? Han Solo was married before he met the princess.
I didn't even know that. So.
In the current universe, yeah. And in this, people are going to not believe this, but he was in the old universe, the old Star Wars universe, where George Lucas was in control. He was actually married to a Wookiee.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, but it was never really brought out publicly because there would be a backlash. So there's something else. That's interesting.
That's really cool.
I'm trying to think of something really cool. Okay, Steven Spielberg had a lot to do with Episode 7. I know that. It was his idea for the trees to fall over in episode, well, spoiler alert, but when Rey's fighting at the end, when the trees are all falling down, those weren't in the initial cut. They actually went in afterwards and added those in because Spielberg saw a cut of it and said, it'd be cool if you could make the trees fall down. So they went to ILM and said, can you put the trees in? And they said, yeah, if you have enough money. And that's how the trees got in there.
That's so cool. I love that scene. Like, that's one of my favorite scenes out of Episode 7.
I'm trying to think. Happy console gamers here, by the way.
Oh my gosh, Johnny, hello. Boat Captain has a question. He says, JKB, when are you and 8-Bit Eric getting married? Excuse me, I'm getting married to both of these guys, okay? So it's a threesome.
It's true. I'm never marrying Eric. He smells like shit, doesn't shower.
So I get you...
Yeah, we can kick Eric out of the three-way.
Yes! Yes! See, guys? They're not getting married. Sorry.
I'm trying to think of...
I know there's Jarek shippers out there.
Trying to think of another cool thing about Star Wars that no one really does talk about. No, I'll think about that one. I'll bring it up later.
The Retrolectors, hello, have a question. They ask you, are you a fan of Rise Against?
I used to listen to them back in the day, not so much anymore.
I think I've only heard one of their songs, Savior. Like, I was obsessed with that when it first came out.
It's been a while since I listened to them, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. I need to check them out again just to see. Let's see. What can I had a list of questions to ask you, so I'm going to refer to them. Okay. What has been your least favorite movie you've seen this year, like in theaters or whatever?
Oh, man. That's a tough one because I don't really remember.
Yeah.
What I do is, like, I see everything taken in and then talk about it, and then I totally forget all about it, especially with video games and stuff. So a movie that I saw that I'm looking up at I wouldn't buy the movie, so it's tough to say. I have like 400 Blu-rays, so.
400? Oh my gosh, I really do need to marry you.
I have a lot. I'm trying to think. Man, that actually I can't answer. I got to be honest.
I can't answer it either.
I have no idea what was a bad movie. I mean, I didn't see Ghostbusters on purpose because obviously I'm not interested in it.
I'm not either. And not because of the women thing. I'm a woman myself, okay? I'm not a fan of Paul Feig.
I watched Star Wars a lot. I'm not going to actually say how many times I watched it, but no, I can't think of a movie I saw and was like, well, that was a shit. No. I
can't really either. I just saw The Edge of 17, which everyone was going on and on about being amazing. And I couldn't relate to the character, and I'm like, this is when I'm officially too old for these kind of movies. because like I saw like Jeremy Jahns and Chris Stuckman, people saying I related so much to this character, and they're like in their late 20s, and I go and see this movie, and I'm just like underwhelmed. I was disappointed. Like, luckily it was $5 movie day, so I didn't totally waste my money. It's not a bad movie at all. It's just I'm too old. Too old now.
Robert just donated $5.
Robert! He did this on Eric's live stream too.
Just tell JKB he's forever my man crush. I already knew that though.
You're sweet. Let's see.
I got, not to show off, but
show off.
I just got, I want to give a shout out to somebody here because I got this sent to me.
Oh, you got one too.
Somebody sent it from somewhere, which I don't know if I should talk about that yet, but a fan sent that in. Believe
That's
it
amazing.
or not. Isn't that nuts? So shout out to him if he's watching.
It's really good. By the way, do you still need a wallet?
This wallet's falling apart.
I have like 2 that I'm not using and will never use. So if you're interested in one, I can send it to you.
Is it an NES wallet?
No, I have Assassin's Creed and Gears of War, so you could choose which one if you wanted, but you don't have to take it.
I'll wait until this one falls apart.
Okay. But that's really cool, by the way.
This is no longer in print.
And no, Chop Shop Goods, right?
Indeed.
I've got several shirts from there, and they're amazing. I love them.
Thank you for buying my shirt, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I love it. Like, it's my shirt I wear when I dye my hair.
Is it a female? It's a female, right? You didn't have to buy
it is a female.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone go and buy a JKB shirt because if you've seen it on me, you know how good it looks. So, just saying.
They look okay. There's hoodies now.
Hoodies too?
Yeah, there's hoodies. Yeah.
How do you want? Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to Alyssa's list of questions. Okay. So, you're working on a short film now, which I saw the trailer too, and I loved it. Can you tell us like what inspired you to start the short film and like what's your main inspirations with it?
That's a good question. I think my main inspiration is to scare people.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I really like to challenge myself creatively in life, and making a movie is probably one of the hardest things you can do. I know that some people have been in the shoes of a filmmaker before, and it's ridiculously hard. It's tons of work. To make 11 minutes of footage next year is going to take 7 or 8 months. So
I can believe it.
I think that I'm doing it for the challenge to see if I can do it for the most part, but I also have studied film basically more than half my life. So I think that I've seen enough to know how to make a decent film. I don't know if it'll be good. I have a vision in my head. It's primarily to scare people, to be honest. The first movie that we're making is definitely to scare people. The second one is a little bit more like Evil Dead. It's a little bit more funny, a horror.
Yeah.
Actually, we have a few ideas. We have more than a few.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we're going to make the short film, see how it goes, and hopefully we could get funding to make a real feature-length film. So the inspiration behind this one is actually my music, believe it or not. If you've noticed, my music has a very creepy tone to it due to the names of the albums and the character that's in them. I want to kind of keep that secret because it has to do with the movie now, but the first album I ever released was called I've been stalking you. I forget the name of my own album.
I believe that's it.
Yeah, there was an idea for a music video that I've always had, but we kind of turned that into this short. So the short teaser has a big tease of what the actual short is about. And I'll give you a hint. It has to do with when the light turns on and she gets startled. So if you can guess what the light is, then you can kind of maybe get on the path of what the movie's about.
That's really cool. And like, I'm totally into it because I love horror films. So I'm really excited to see it.
Thank you.
And Jennifer, she's my wifey, and I know you know her, little Jenny Wren, asks, are you writing the music for the short film or music collab with, is it Ionis for the music?
Yep. Yes, we are. He's a co-director of the movie too. You know, Jennifer and I went to high school together.
Yeah, she told me.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it with my co-producer and director on the film. We're going to be doing the music as well. I did the music in the teaser. Some of it was no music; it's just eerie sound effects and stuff. But there might not be any music in the first teaser. I think it's going to be more atmosphere, sound effects sort of thing. I really want to scare people. Like the premise, I guess I can say what the premise is without giving away too much, but I'll say that think about the fact that everybody has a cell phone nowadays, and then also think about just being filmed randomly by somebody, and that'll put you on the path of where this is headed. So if you put you put those two together, it can be quite creepy. And I think it's got universal appeal because there's so many people with cell phones.
Yeah, like mine. Self-promotion. Anyway, I'm really excited though. Like, if it can scare me, it's a scary movie.
Oh, I'm gonna scare you. Trust me.
Are you gonna scare me?
Yeah.
You pinky promise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pinky promise does count.
I do. For sure. I will scare people with this movie. I think mostly females will be terrified of this movie because of the situation you're kind of put in, but that's my goal, to be honest, just to scare women in the movie. So if they want to see it, they get scared.
I'm tough to scare because I watched Don't Breathe, and I won't spoil it, but that one scene, and it had no effect on me, so
I think mine's more based in reality. I think in terms of Don't Breathe, I know what scene you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, like how many times does that really happen in real life?
Yeah.
Probably not at all, but I've really worked on this idea, and it's universal. Like it could actually, what happens in this film could happen to you like the moment this is done. You can go outside, it can happen. So that's what's creepy about it.
I'm excited and terrified. This is why I don't go outside at the moment. Let's see. Anyone have questions? No. So I'll go to my questions. Okay. Going to YouTube, like, what's been the video that you've been the most proud of that you've ever made?
I've had a lot of good guests on the show. I think maybe getting some of those bigger guests on the show, I'm proud of that. I don't know if the videos turned out as well, probably because I was a bit nervous, but getting David Hayter on the show was a huge deal. Mark Meir and Elastifexus and Kate Drummond, all those actors. I forget the actor's name from Assassin's Creed who was also on the show from Unity, and I've got like Grant Wilson from Ghost Hunters, which most people don't realize. He was on my show. I had him on the show. Lots of people missed that episode. That was amazing for me.
I saw it.
Did you? I love Ghost Hunters. So other than having like all those big guests, just getting them myself, I'm really proud of doing that. I don't know. I've done a lot of videos I think were really well done, but nothing really stands out to me as like being my favorite one. The Star Wars Episode 7 review, maybe, because I put a lot of work into it. Special effects wise, that took 3 days of special effects, like 24 hours. I didn't sleep to get it out. Other than that, I'm really proud of the green screen work, I guess. I think it looks flawless in a lot of the episodes.
Yeah, your videos are some of my favorites just because of how much work you put into them. Like, the editing just blows my mind with how good it is. I'm a pretty mediocre editor, so I really appreciate good editing.
Thank you.
And I really do adore Jay's videos, like, a lot. Like, if I recommend any video game reviewer to anyone, it's always Jay, because he always gives a fair opinion, and his videos are high quality. and they're fun to watch.
Yay! Thank you.
Giving you some love there. Okay, Robert wants to know, what YouTuber would you like to collab with that you haven't already?
I don't really do collaborations, to be honest. I'm doing one right now. I think this is an interview, but I'm just being honest with everyone. There really isn't anybody I want to collab with. Not because I don't like other YouTubers and all that stuff, but it's not where my vision of anything is at the moment.
Yeah, I can understand that. Like, this is basically the only idea I had to collab with people, because every time I try to think of a video to do collaborations with people, I'm just like, Like, I can think of stuff for myself, but I can't think of stuff to include other people in besides like this. So I understand. Boat Captain says he'd like to know what your favorite Star Wars EU stories are.
Expanded universe stories. I have to say, I don't want to spoil any of them, but I'll just say, like, the story of IG-88, like the Tales of the Bounty Hunters and stuff. IG-88 is one of the assassin droids that was hired to find Han Solo after he escaped in Empire Strikes Back. And IG-88 has an amazing story that goes past into Return of the Jedi. And he essentially turns himself into data and uploads himself into the Death Star. And IG-88 takes over the Death Star, which is at the last moment, and then obviously he dies when it explodes. But spoiler alert, that's one of my favorites. There's quite a few, actually. There's quite a few. I'm trying to think of another one off the top of my head. Again, I have a horrible memory now because there's so many things. On the spot, hey? Star Wars, hey? I love bounty hunter stuff, like Boba Fett and all of that stuff. IG-88, Bosk. All of them. I love that, so that's it.
By the way, I'm kind of creepy in your room, but is that K2SO over there?
Yeah, it is. That's the elite Star Wars Disney figure from the Disney store. Costs about $5 or $6 more than the Black series, and he's actually made out of metal.
That's so cool. I'm so jealous.
I'd show you him, but he'll fall over if I move him at all.
Yeah, don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Robert wants to know, where do you get your wicked cool glasses from?
These?
The ones on your face.
I've had these for a while now. I think 4 or 5 years. I just Lens Crafter. It's a store here in Toronto. I just pick them out. I just put them on and then ask all the females working if they look good. And then they go, yeah, those look the best.
Are they Ray-Bans? Because they kind of look like Ray-Bans to me.
Yeah, they are.
Yes. I know my designers.
Yeah, good job, actually. I've got sunglasses somewhere around here that are prescription, too.
I have Ray-Ban sunglasses, but they're not prescription. I have to wear my contacts. And now I'm just used to having glasses on all the time. I think I look better with glasses. I don't know.
These are my Ray-Ban prescriptions.
Those look just like mine. Media glitches here. They're saying, Joel's saying, what's going on, peeps? Is that still a word people use? I still use it, but I'm weird. But I still use it. So, Little Jenny Wren wants to know, did you want a standalone Fett movie?
I hear it's not happening anymore. Yeah. So basically, Josh Trank, the director of Fantastic Four. Yeah, he got fired from his own movie. He had pitched an idea for the Boba Fett standalone film. He got fired from it. Apparently, rumor has it. They even had a teaser trailer for it, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to get a Boba Fett film. His version is not happening anymore. We're definitely getting a Boba Fett movie. Will you see Boba Fett in the Han Solo standalone movie that's coming out next year or 2 years from now? Yeah, you probably will.
Also, I want to know what your opinion is on Alden Ehrenreich being cast as Han. I'm just curious.
I honestly don't see it yet. I do see it, but I don't see it quite as well as I hoped. There's a few other actors, like the actor from Kingsman, you know what I mean? Or I liked him a lot, but there was another actor. Who was it? There was like one actor that we all wanted, but
I know Taron Egerton's the one from Kingsman. I'm trying to remember who the other one was.
I forget too. But there was a couple other ones that I liked a little bit more. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I can't see him either as Han Solo. I mean, maybe I'm hoping he's good, but I just can't see him like he doesn't look anything like Harrison Ford to me. So it's just.
Well, it's not going to be in the movie's not going to take place in space that much. It's more of a Western, like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So there'll be it's a heist movie essentially. I honestly believe it's going to be kind of a remake of Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. The idea of having three different characters going after something, and it kind of goes in between them the whole time, and then they team up, and then they don't, and then they Lando Calrissian is going to be in the movie, so that means he's playing a big role in it. I hope we don't see any of those stupid classic moments that they're going to talk about, like the, like the whole gambling situation of the Falcon is kind of funny to see, but I hope it's not like a huge part of the film. I really just want to see what his life was like before. But I hear it's very like dirty looking and sort of Western, so.
Yeah, and I'm actually really excited about Donald Glover being Lando Calrissian, but that's just me. I'm just a fan of Donald Glover. But...
I think that's good casting. That really is.
Let's see. Did I already go through all my questions? Okay, what's your favorite gaming console of all time? I'm dredging at the bottom of the barrel right
now. My favorite one, probably... Super Nintendo, probably, because of obviously Link to the Past. That's why I got this tattoo.
I know we have tattoos in the same place. Like mine's here. Like it's always weird because it's like, ugh.
Yeah, that's why I put that there so I could see it.
Yeah, I have to twist my arm though in a weird way for people to see my tattoo.
Yeah, mine doesn't ever look straight.
Yeah, like I didn't know that before I got this tattoo, and then I'm like, oh great, I gotta do like acrobatics for people to read it, which it's mirrored right now. But
I realize it's kind of ridiculous. I wear this hat and have the tattoo, and
fanboy.
A little bit, eh?
Let's see. I'll just say my favorite console is probably the PS2 because that was majorly what I played for a lot of my life, and that's what my uncle still has to this day. And if I go to his house, I play with his PS2. There's just so many games on it, and I was raised being a Sony fangirl, just saying. So PS2 is my favorite. Let's see. Robert says we have awesome tattoos. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
I have another one on my foot, but I'm not showing people because I don't like to show my feet, so. Let's see. Bill Captain says, JKB, why didn't you get a Triforce tat on the back of your hand like Link?
It was a little too much to put it there at the time. It's a few years old now. If I had a chance, I would put it there where it should be, but I put it there so I could still hide it. Look, when my sleeve is up, you can't see that I have it. So if I put it there, it'd be a little... And I was doing a job that wouldn't allow that to happen, so
yeah,
I didn't put it there.
Legendary Game Guys asks, "What's your favorite game?" I'm assuming that's for both of us, but you can go first.
Link to the Past.
I knew that because I have a creepy memory.
Yeah, there's other ones that I really do like. I was playing Darksiders, the new version that just came out. Oh, I forget the name of it. War something.
War Master.
Yep. I love that game now, looking back at it, so.
Hey, Bad Company Gaming, you misspelled my name, but hey, I'm sorry. I always point it out when people misspell my name because it's just, I do that.
Horrible people.
I'm mean, okay? And Scan says he likes my earrings. And thank you, Scan. And also my favorite game. It's really hard to choose, but it's like I love Mass Effect 2 with a passion. Like seriously, I'm wearing a Mass Effect dress. I'm just gonna show it off a little bit. Like okay. Anyway, I love Mass Effect 2.
I think I have. What do I have here? Let me see something. If I can reach it. Not to make you drool, but here's my Mass Effect 3 copy, and it's signed by Mark.
Oh my dear Lord.
He's a good friend of mine now.
So jealous. Mass Effect has a very special place in my heart, so that made me weep inside. Robert wants to know, what do you consider your greatest achievement in life?
I don't know what that is. I have no idea, to be honest.
This interview is your greatest achievement in life.
Yeah, it was amazing to get on your show.
I thought I was going to beg you, seriously.
I'm trying to think I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Maybe my show, maybe my music. I think maybe, to be honest, my biggest accomplishment that I've really enjoyed was getting onto all of the movie theaters in Canada.
That was awesome.
On the big screen. That was a big deal.
Like, I wish I could have seen that, but I'm not in Canada, sadly, and yeah. All I see is Jessica Chobot on my screen.
Yeah. I've met her. You know what's funny? Jessica Chobot and I both hosted an Assassin's Creed live show a couple of years ago for Unity. And when I was flown to LA to do it from San Francisco, which is a whole other story. And as soon as I walk in there, she like screams and yells at me. And I'm like, what? And she points at my Triforce tattoo, and she has the exact same tattoo in the exact same spot.
I've always noticed that tattoo because I have like a huge girl crush on her. So
her and I like started a club at that very moment.
Sadly, I can't be part of this club because my arm's already taken up. So sad, Alyssa. Nintendo 2009 says #Alyssa is cute. Thank you. Anytime anyone tells me I'm cute, you're like my favorite person ever. So. Boat Captain says he's the only gamer he knows who loves sci-fi but dislikes Mass Effect. You dislike Mass Effect?
Well, some people don't like it.
I know. I'm just being weird. Seventh Level says his greatest achievement and biggest regret are both seeing Billy Chaser naked.
If you guys only knew what I've seen.
I don't want to know what you've seen. Almost. Okay.
I've done things to Billy you don't want to know.
I've met Billy and he's like a giant compared to me. I'm so small. Robert says, since you weren't sure about your achievements, what goals do you want to achieve in life?
I want to make a movie, and I'm currently trying to do that. To be honest, the second movie that I'm working on, I like that one maybe more than the one we're currently working on. So I don't like it more, but I'm excited to do that one. So make a movie essentially is my goal in life. I think make a movie and have it out there and have people watch it and review it instead of me reviewing everything. My second achievement in life would probably be make a video game.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I've always wanted to make, let's see if the chat likes this. I've always wanted to make an edgier ghost hunting game set in the engine of Resident Evil 2, but current. So you go into a location, you have tools, and you have to essentially be a ghost. I'm going to say not a Ghostbuster, but you're sent into it's more of a horror, survival horror thing, but you're sent into, what's the word I'm looking for? Cleanse the houses. Kind of like if you took Poltergeist and mixed it with Resident Evil.
That's really cool.
I'd love to do a game like that. Like each level would be a different house or building or forest or whatever, and I'd want to make it multiplayer online co-op as well, so you could customize your whole character and like make them however you want. But I think the tools would be a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And I think I'd want to make it really, really serious but dark. So kind of like the tone of. I'm trying to think of a very serious tone game that was dark. I don't know. That's a hard one, but yeah,
I'd totally play that. I love playing scary games. Like
I would love to make that game. Like you'd have like minions, and then you have a mid boss, and then you have a final boss in each level, and you have to take them out essentially. I really want to do that, and I have some crazy ideas. Like, can you imagine a poltergeist in a school where kids are there and stuff, and you have to like evacuate it first and make sure they're like cleared out, and then you can. I got lots of ideas.
I just imagine that ending terribly for me. I'd be like, I left little Timmy in the classroom. Oh my gosh, no. I'm dead. Okay.
I want to direct a Mario game, to be honest. I have a vision of a Mario game that I think would be unbelievable. Essentially a sequel to Super Mario 64 2.
I never got to play that, so I would love to play that.
Unbelievable.
No, I had a Nintendo 64, but I only had one game for it, and that was Pokemon Stadium.
You have to play Mario 64.
I know. I need a Nintendo 64 so I can play it.
Oh.
They're coming for you. They're coming for you, Jay.
There's a fire station up the road. It wouldn't be the first time they're coming for me either.
I know. Media Glitch says, ask him if we can get an update on Dessert Dungeon?
Oh my god.
I'm out of the loop, so I don't know.
There's no updates on that. I don't even want to talk about that.
Okay. And then Boat Captain says, have you read the new Jedi Order series? He doesn't think I asked it yet.
That was a part of the lore that I never really got into, like the new Jedi Academy and all that stuff. I just couldn't get into it because of episode 1, 2, and 3 being utter shit. And I know that those had nothing to do with them, but it was just when Star Wars was really bad, I didn't really get into them.
And the boss show says that your room is so red like his is black. I have a red room too, by the way, but can't see it, obviously.
I moved in and it was like that.
It's the same color as my room.
That right there, you can't really see it because I can't turn I need to get an HD like webcam so I can move it around, but that side over here is all Star Wars stuff. I wish I could show you. Not much I can do about that.
Yeah. I need more Star Wars stuff in my life, just in general.
I have a lot.
I know, you're like the Star Wars guru, in my opinion.
It's like my phone case. I don't even use it.
Kylo! Let's see. Who are some of your least favorite film directors?
Least favorite? George Lucas. I don't think he's a good director. I think he's a good storyteller. I don't think he knows what he's doing with actors. I mean, to a certain degree, he obviously must because he made Star Wars, but it's debatable how much input he had on Empire. And Empire is probably the best Star Wars film that we'll ever have. So, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of George Lucas's later work, which is ridiculous to say, but I'm trying to think of like directors I'm not keen on. I don't know, because you don't actually think about those people.
Yeah.
I just like look at my shelf and look at directors I appreciate. So yeah, that's a tough one for me too. I don't know.
Scan wants to know what your favorite Star Wars installment is.
Empire is definitely number 1. Number 2 has to be Star Wars, and number 3 is probably Episode 7, and then Return of the Jedi.
And Bo Captain says, JKB favorite Sith and Jedi characters from both Legends and the new canon.
Favorite Sith? I mean, Darth Vader obviously has to be. However, I really do like Kylo Ren. So, not as much as Darth Vader, but I still think that's an interesting character. Favorite Jedi? I probably would say Obi-Wan.
He's cool.
I really want a standalone Obi-Wan movie. Like 2 of them.
That'd be really cool.
Oh, it's happening. It is happening.
Okay. Let's see. Just a Man 400 says, rank the Star Wars films with no expanded universe.
All right, episode 1. The only thing that's good in that movie is the pod race scene. Everything else is horrible. Episode 2 is a shit show. Episode 3 has redeemable qualities to it. It's obviously the best out of those, but I still can't find too much that I really like about it. It's not a Star Wars movie. It's more of just an action sci-fi film. I think that the last 15 minutes are like visually incredible, and Lucas really did an amazing job with that fight. But he doesn't know how to handle emotions or actors or the dialogue or any of that stuff. Watching Anakin turn into Vader was not as cool as it should have been. And then the scene with him just yelling no is utter ridiculous. I know what it is. He's essentially going back in time and kind of recreating Frankenstein. That's his way of trying to still be hip, of saying like, oh, I'm going to copy the classic monster movie villains and Frankenstein. I'm sure there's a Frankenstein movie where he yells no. So it was kind of like that. Other than that, so those 3, I really don't like any of them, to be honest. And I know that sounds ridiculous because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Only thing I like from any of those movies are the lightsabers and Obi-Wan, and Yoda. Yoda's pretty good in those 2. The fight scene with the Emperor is too much. I don't know. There's a lot that was supposed to be in the movie that they took out, like rumors of Qui-Gon Jinn having an affair with Anakin's mom, which if you watch the movie now, you can kind of see a little bit of a hint of that, but they took that idea out. And then the idea that Jar Jar Binks was a bad guy, I actually do believe that he was the Phantom Menace and wasn't Darth Maul or the Emperor. But that's a whole other story. And then episode 4, I really, 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 really like it. I think that it's just a silly popcorn movie, though. It's episode 5 where it gets serious. It's amazing going from ground in the snow all the way to Cloud City, and then to back into space. It's insane. Return of the Jedi. I understand the Ewoks. I wouldn't say that they're my favorite thing in the whole universe, but they work. It was just a simple idea of showing that even a wild animal could defeat the Empire if they banded together. That's all that the movie had as a message, really. And then the whole Darth Vader thing was a whole other thing. But the fight scene in Return of the Jedi is probably the best fight scene in any Star Wars movie. And then episode 7, to close this off, I made a review of it, so you can go to my channel and watch that.
Definitely watch it.
I love episode 7. To be honest, I've watched it more than 60, 50 times.
My goodness. That's dedication.
Well, not to give away personal things, but Johnny Millennium and I, him and I talk about Star Wars for like 3 hours every day. For real, though. It's a problem. We pick apart those movies like nobody else. I see things in that movie that nobody has seen because I've watched it a million times. That's it.
Okay, Bad Company Gaming wants to know what JKB stands for.
Well, it used to be called 3 kilobytes. It still is 3 kilobytes, but J kilobytes. That's essentially all it means.
I was trying to think of a cool thing to say for that, but I'm kind of
Well, I'm not saying this to you, but I just tell people also it means just kidding, bitch.
I like it. The Boss Show says, have you thought of doing the mannequin challenge?
Absolutely not.
Me neither.
No.
Okay, Lil Jenny Rune asks, apart from Legend of Zelda and Star Wars, what else are you obsessed with that maybe people don't know about?
Well, this. but people know that I love E.T.
He's so cute.
Spielberg movies, obviously. That's probably a given. I'm also obsessed with Lego. I have basically the whole collection of Lego Dimensions, from Doctor Who
That is so freaking cool.
to Back to the Future. The board.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
To even no, that's not part of it. I don't know. Jurassic Park. I'm trying to see if there's a cool one here. Oh, and then my favorite character in the movie.
Unikitty.
Yep.
Now that song is stuck in my head. Oh my gosh.
What else am I into? Horror movies. I don't think a lot of people know that I'm obsessed with that. I'd say 70% of my Blu-ray collection are horror movies.
I think I know which one your favorite is if I'm not mixing it up.
What do you think?
Halloween?
Yes. It's up there. It's up there with The Thing.
Oh my gosh, The Thing is amazing.
Or Alien.
So's Alien.
Yeah.
I'm also a big, well, I don't know why I'm getting onto myself. I don't know. That made no sense. Anyway, I'm a big fan of A Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream. Like, I love Wes Craven. And those are two of my mains.
He's one of my main inspirations too, which I never talk about, but I watched Scream in the theater like 10 times, and I watched it on VHS probably. Actually, I watched it so much the tape broke. I watched it so much that I actually had the full costume with the exact same cell phone that worked from the movie and the same boots. That's how obsessed I was.
That's so cool. I've always been dying to like have something that would make my voice into Ghostface's voice, but I've never found anything.
Want to hear something crazy? The actor that plays Ghostface, his name is Roger Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And I met him, and he talks like Ghostface, and it's scarier in person.
I'm just jealous of you. Like, you keep showing off cool stuff and talking about cool experiences, and I'm just like, I want to be Jay.
He was at Fan Expo. It's a big, expo that happens in Toronto, and I went up to him and I said, obviously I'm a huge fan and stuff, and he said he just recited lines from the movie and said stuff like, if I don't know if you want swearing on here, but
you can swear. I don't care. Say fuck. I don't care.
Yeah, he was just like, he was doing the voice, and he was like, Jay, I'm going to gut you like a fucking fish. And I was just like, hearing it in person is not cool. It's scary.
I want to hear it in person.
Yeah.
By the way, everyone tells me I need to watch The Exorcist, and do you have anything to sway me to watch this?
No, I don't. To be honest,
okay.
I own the special edition. I've never I'll admit this, I've never watched it ever.
Oh, you haven't either?
I watched the first 15 minutes of Exorcist and I couldn't do it for some reason.
I'm terrified to watch this movie.
You know what it is? It's I'm not a huge fan of religion, so
yeah.
It's not really scary to me because it's just made up whatever. To me it is, at least, but if you are religious, sorry.
I'm not religious anymore. I used to be. I went to a Lutheran school, and I guess it just stuck with me, even though, like I said, I'm not religious anymore, that demonic possession was a thing and that it was something that would happen. So now I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Retro, what's his name? Retroplex? I can't even
Where's
read
it at?
moving. It says
Retroflex?
Yeah.
Would you consider Poltergeist as one up there on the top?
That's a good question. Spielberg was executive producer and producer on Poltergeist. It was directed by Tobe Hooper, who was high on cocaine the whole film. So the only reason that Spielberg had a lot of input in that is because Tobe Hooper was unable to direct any of the major scenes. So Spielberg actually directed a portion of Poltergeist. That's why it has that Spielberg magic to it. So yeah, Poltergeist is one of my top horror films, probably in the top 10 easily. I love that movie. It's not, on a technical aspect, it's not spectacular because of Tobe Hooper's inability to handle that stuff. But when you can see when Spielberg is directing, and it's been confirmed that he directed a portion of the film because Zelda Rubinstein, the actress who played the little person, the one that cleanses the house at the end, she, before she passed away, told the whole story of what happened on the movie.
Okay, Scan is asking me if I've ever seen Ghost Ship. I have. It was okay. It didn't really scare me. Wasn't anything that was spectacular in my opinion. Let's see. Just a Man 400 asks, what's your strongest influence in music?
Probably in the beginning, it was Trent Reznor. After that, I think it was amalgamation of a bunch of emo bands. I know that sounds weird, but a lot of the emo music that came out, like My Chemical Romance and A Day to Remember and Boys Night Out, Moneen, Brand New, all of that emo stuff, that really taught me how to write really good melodies and like riffs that like pulled at your heartstrings. So that's where I stole some of that stuff.
That's something I'm always jealous of too, that you're so talented with music. I can barely sing, and you can play these. I know you play guitar and keyboard, and you make your own music, and like that's just something I admire a lot. Because even though I've been in choir I was in choir for like 12 years, I'm still not that great of a singer. So,
oh, I can't sing.
I can sing sometimes. Sometimes
you can sing better than me. So,
have you heard me sing?
I think I have.
Think so?
Yeah, it's better than mine.
Oh, wait. What do you think of my accent? Because people always tell me stuff about it.
I think it's cool. I like women with accents, so you win.
Yes. Everyone always tells me it's so adorable, and I'm like, I think it's so grating. I don't know. I don't like hearing my own voice.
No, I like it.
Well, thank you. I like your voice. Like, I already told you that, but I really do like your voice.
I talk in a monotone way. I don't know.
I like
boring.
I
should talk a little bit deeper like this, like Elias Defexis.
No, he does have a good voice. I will admit that. But I like your voice. Like, it's not monotone to me.
I never asked for this.
Robert says, fuck, marry, kill, 8-Bit Eric, Billy Chaser, and Johnny Millennium. I don't know if that's for me or you or both.
I'd kill Billy because he's a miserable fuck. I'd fuck Johnny Millennium and I'd marry 8-Bit Eric. Okay, for the reasons, Billy's miserable, needs to be put out of his misery. Johnny, I'd fuck him because I know it would be a good one. And 8-Bit Eric, I'd marry him because he'd bring me a lot of food.
I have to go with the same reasonings as Jay, so same answers. I know, cop out. Jennifer says, sing a duet right now.
Do you believe in magic?
Magic. There you go.
I forget the rest of the lyrics. Something,
I did too, that's why.
You live in a shoe. I made that up.
We gotta think of a song that we know the actual lyrics to, because I don't know the lyrics past that part either.
I don't know.
Oh. Let's see. No,
we're not actually doing that.
Oh, come on.
Nope. I like Southern accents.
Thank you, Robert. Seventh Level says, my accent is very subtle. He sounds like a Total Hillbilly by comparison. No, I've heard Total Hillbillies, and I don't think you sound like one, so. Like, Total Hillbillies kind of aren't fun to listen to. Let's see.
Like 8-Bit Eric.
8-Bit Eric, to me, doesn't even have an accent.
My version of 8-Bit Eric is like, what's all? No, he's like this in his video. He's like, what's up, y'all? Today I'm going to unbox the fucking thing over here. Fuck, I'm going to unbox it. Like, he's so nuts.
Okay, I'm really curious, but I'd like to hear your impersonation of me. I will not get offended. Trust me.
I can't do I don't know how to do a Southern accent. I could do Woody.
Woody?
Yeah,
from
Woody.
Toy Story? Or...
No, Woody from Game Quest.
I don't call him Woody. I call him Wood. So
Well, I call him Woody.
Okay, we'll do it.
Hey guys, how are you?
That really doesn't sound like him, but that's a good, that's a good try.
My name's Wood. Hoping I could come down there and move in with you.
Even though that doesn't sound like him, I love it.
All right. Down
just talk
under.
like that all the time.
Down under. Hoping I could move in with you. I don't do a good British accent.
Don't even ask me to do it because I'll butcher it. Like, I cannot do accents besides Valley Girl and sometimes really Southern.
A good British accent?
I can't do it.
I don't know. The name's Bond. James Bond.
That's pretty good, actually.
Okay.
7th level asks you, Jay, are you a Red Dwarf fan?
I watched it when I was a kid. I turned into an Australian there. I don't watch it anymore. I haven't seen it for a while. Oh my God, Robert donated another one. Tell
Robert,
Jay
are you
to
crazy?
Impersonate me. I can't do Robert yet. I gotta watch. I watch Robert's Instagram videos, but I can't do Robert yet.
I can't do Robert either. That sounded so wrong. But
I can do Robert, but I can't do an impersonation of Robert. I would fuck the hell out of Robert. He knows that. Robert, I'm winking at you. Hey, Robert, my name's Wood. Hoping I could come down there and move in with you. A Michael Caine impersonation? No. My name is Michael Caine. I can't do it. I can kind of do it. It's like a 10 out of 100. My name is Michael Caine. No, I can't do it.
It's better than mine. I can't even do it. Like, I try, and I just butcher every accent.
I don't know. I can't really do it. My name. You got to do it with like, my name is Michael Caine. You know?
With your desktop.
Yeah. My name is Michael Caine. You must be. You must be.
I'm about to do it. My name is Michael Caine. I did it just for you. That was the worst impersonation ever. I just did, but yep, it was. Do Christopher Walken. I can't do it.
I can't do that. I can do like young Jack Nicholson a little bit. You know, that's how he talks. You know, I'm gonna have to come down there and kill you.
That was pretty good.
It's okay.
Gabe the Gin or Gabe the? I'm assuming Gin. Assuming, really? Alyssa just made a new word up.
Gabe's
assuming.
The Gin.
I said assuming. Okay, that's a new word. What impressions can y'all do best?
Probably Gollum.
Do Gollum. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I can't do it on the spot.
Oh, come on.
Can't do it. Useless. Is that good? Useless little hobbits. My precious.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
I can kind of do Gollum, let's be honest. Useless.
That's really good.
Yeah, I could do it. I could do it. I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
You're my favorite person right now. Just because of that. You're my favorite person.
Because I can do Gollum?
Yes. And plus you're wearing a Star Wars onesie, so that helps too.
Yes.
It's a very high honor. And plus you're one of the only people that can make me like actually do that stupid high-pitched laugh I just did that hurts everyone's ears.
Do Sean Connery? I can't do him. The name's no, I can't even do it. I'd have to practice. I can't do it. I'm not like, why does everyone want me to do impersonations?
I don't know. I can only do like kind of Valley Girl. Like, oh my gosh, did you see what she was wearing? It was so hideous. Like, she does not know her Gucci from her Prada.
I could do that too.
I know it's the easiest thing ever.
It's so easy. Like Robert and I like went to the mall today and we like picked out curtains and he's gonna like help me put them into my basement window. And like when we put them up, I'm like afraid I'm gonna look up his skirt and like see what I like.
Like, oh my gosh, that's what I'm afraid of too. Oh my gosh. We're so much alike. It's stupid.
Jen says it's sexy when guys talk Gollum. Yes. My precious.
I kind of agree. I mean, kind of agree with you, Jen. Kind of agree.
Well, the trick is that I can purr like a cat, like because I'm Dutch. Apparently, only Dutch people can do it, so I can roll my tongue really easy. Don't get perverted. I can like do the, like. So if you listen closely,
oh my gosh,
I can purr like a cat. So you have to be able to do that, like with Gollum, that sound.
that's incredible. I've never heard anyone do that before.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's how you get like a really deep voice, like if you like that, like a really deep. It's really tricky to do that. Like talk like Megatron, like I will kill you. It's hard to do.
Like I can kind of do a demon voice, kind of can't. It's like okay, I will kill you. Like that's my best. That's my
like
best.
The Ring. That's like the Ring.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I know. I know. I've only seen the Japanese version of that. Actually, I haven't seen the American version. I need to fix that.
Can I do Chewbacca? Not really.
You kind of did earlier when you were showing off your that.
You just. It's not that hard.
It is for me. I can't do it.
You just have to be able to.
I can't do that.
It's easy. So now we're just doing impressions, eh?
I guess so. We're just being
gonna
entertaining.
do impressions all night.
Well, you are, because I suck at impressions, so.
Yours is so good. Yeah, actually, it's kind of Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. Gadget.
I love it. I'm kind of in love with your voice now. It's going to be a problem.
Oh, calm down.
Don't tell me what to do. Nintendo 2009 says I look pretty tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you're thanking him for saying I look pretty?
No, I thought it meant us. Fine.
No, he said, Alyssa, you look pretty. He didn't say, Jay, you look pretty. I think you look pretty, Jay.
I wore my onesie and everything.
If it was Monday, you'd be my man crush Monday. Man Kenny Monday. Whatever you want to call it Monday. But it's not Monday.
Thank you. You know what? I can do Bobby from Bobby's World. You remember Bobby? It's so easy to do Bobby. I don't do that voice a lot, but I really do feel like I'd be good at voice acting if I really learned a little bit more. You would be.
Yes, I would. Maybe.
Oh, back Kennedy says you look pretty.
Thank you.
Let's see. I'm not very talented. Like, I'm trying to think of stuff I can do. I'm like, I'm not very talented.
It's very easy to talk in this voice. I haven't done it for a long time.
That's not even that good. I could do it way better than that, so I need to
warm it up.
Robert wants to know, what current YouTube trend do you hate the most?
All of them.
Fuck the trends. Seriously. Boat Captain says, do an impression of Cartman from South Park, Jay.
I can't.
Like, I could try, but it's going to be terrible. It's just like, respect my authority. Like, that was bad. That was bad. It might have been adorable, but it's bad.
I used to laugh like Mickey Mouse.
I actually really like your laugh, too.
I laugh like Melvor from fucking Game Chasers. When you put him and I into a room together, it's like... together, it's ridiculous.
I love your laugh. It's contagious. Like, my laugh's just annoying. Like, you're one of the rare people that can make me laugh with a high squeal. But I'm like, that's just annoying. Like, okay, JKB is our circus monkey here to do tricks and entertain us. And Boat Captain wants you to juggle.
I don't have enough stuff here to juggle.
I can't even juggle. I can't juggle.
I literally just threw this in my eye.
Robert wants to know, how do you laugh? He doesn't get to hear your laugh very often.
What does that mean? I'm sad all the time? I laugh a lot. I just don't do it on camera. The thing about YouTube is I give you guys what I want you to see, but you obviously don't get to see me as a person usually. So I laugh a lot, but I have to be in a mood to do it.
I don't laugh a lot. I know I am tonight, but I don't usually laugh a lot. It's an achievement to make me laugh. Like, I make myself laugh all the time. Like, I think I'm the funniest person ever. It's an issue. But most people can't make me laugh.
It's good to laugh at yourself. I laugh at myself all the time.
I think I'm hilarious. Like, I rewatch my Snapchats all the time and laugh at myself because I'm just like, I'm that good.
You need help.
Need help with what?
You just watch your own Snapchats.
I know.
Yeah, you need help.
I know I do. I need serious help.
Yep.
I'm in love with myself. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I'm trying to see. People are saying do a backflip and do a barrel roll.
Any other good questions from these people now? Because it just turned into like, do your golem.
I know. I'm trying to think of some because I ran out of questions. Okay, Robert wants to know what your advice is for other creative people.
I think for me personally, it would have to be getting over the fact that other people are going to see what you do. And it doesn't mean that you need to listen to them.
Yeah, don't listen to the trolls.
Yeah, you got to do it. Excuse me. You got to do it for yourself. So I'm not making the movie for anybody. I'm making it for me. Like, even if I just watch the movie, that's good enough for me. However, will be sharing it with everybody. So hopefully people like that.
I'll review it for you if you want me to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. When Alyssa just said, oh my gosh, she sounded like the Target lady from SNL back in the day. Nintendo 2009 says, Alyssa, can you dance? Apparently people say I'm a good dancer, but I'm not doing it right now because, no. But I've been told I'm a okay dancer.
Oh, no. Jenna asked about X-Files.
Let's see.
I'm a massive X-Files fan, and I want it to come back so hard.
I never seen X-Files. It's a problem.
Who's Christina Curtis? Do you know her?
I'm not sure.
What would you change about your life if you knew you would never die? Well, we're all going to die, so sorry to be morbid, but we are.
True.
What would I change about my life? Nothing at this moment, really, to be honest.
I wouldn't either. Like, even though it sucks to have some of the stuff, like I have like anxiety and depression, the phobia I have, like it's all led to different parts of my life that I wouldn't even be on YouTube if it weren't for the fact that I had anxiety and depression and stuff, and I wouldn't have been able to go to Retropalooza and meet the people I met there. Even the sucky parts of life kind of lead to the good parts of your life, if you get my drift. So I wouldn't change anything. I Am Ninja wants to know if you liked Fringe, Jay.
Never watched it.
I haven't either. Mm-mm. Okay, Back Company says, third time asking this, what is the latest on the live-action Zelda show on Netflix, Jay?
That's just that's in development. That was just a rumor that somebody had made up that it was going to really happen. But I know Nintendo's working on things like outside of consoles, like films and Netflix stuff, but not necessarily Netflix. So it could go on any of the online streaming services. But there's no real indication there's a Legend of Zelda show coming out whatsoever. Which, in a way, I don't know. It's tough to make a show. You know, people are just like, make a show. It's unless you get into something creative like that, you don't realize how much goes into making a show or making a movie. And now, getting into it, it's not easy. First of all, it costs a lot. it's a lot of man hours. Even though if you think you could do it all yourself, you'll never be able to do it all yourself. So you have to bring on people that you trust, which takes years to find. Once that's in place, it takes years to come up with a good concept that's actually worth doing. You know, I go to like HMV. I don't know if that's in the States, but it's
No, it's not.
It's a video. Sorry, it's a movie store. Like they sell Blu-rays and DVDs and CDs and all that shit. And I don't even know where was I talking about.
I don't know. You just started talking about HMV and.
Yeah, I was going to say something, but I read somebody's question. I went off. Theories on what X-File, where it will go, and if it comes back. Jen wants to know, like, honestly, well, I don't know if we should talk about that because it gives away the end of the X-Files.
And I haven't seen it.
Yeah, we can't talk about it, but theories on where it will go. I think it'll go into space at some point, but that's something else. I really want X-Files to come back. I bought the new season 3 times to support it. So.
Oh wow.
One was an accident, but least favorite game I played this year. Oh my God! He donated another $1. What does he do? Just donates to you?
I guess, Robert, you're being crazy generous. But yeah, they want to know what I guess both of us least favorite video games played this year.
Star Wars Battlefront this year?
I think was it the beginning of this year?
Yeah, that's on the list then because that game's a piece of shit.
No, it came out before episode 7 did because they had to add in that DLC afterwards. I remember that. So that was last year, I think.
Oh well, I'll add it on the list this year.
I remember your review of that. Like, it made me laugh, but I was like, I feel so bad. Like, I didn't buy the game because of your review.
Hey, I don't think a lot of people did.
Like, I think it's on sale now on PSN or something, but I still don't want to buy it. Let's see. Robert Payne says hi to both of us. Hi, Robert. We have another Robert in the chat. Jennifer wants to know, what would Alien Covenant have to do /be for you to not hate it?
All right. I'm a huge fan of Aliens, and I even like Alien 3. And I like Alien 4, which a lot of people overlook. But Alien 4 is actually written by Joss Whedon, which a lot of people don't realize that.
I know. Big fan.
That's why it works in the ensemble cast that it has, like the group running around and stuff. The new Alien film really needs to get away from the Prometheus world. Prometheus is a decent concept, but the characters were very poorly written.
I agree.
And there were things in that movie that really worked and things that absolutely didn't work, and most of the film did not work. I think that Michael Fassbender's an amazing android.
He's playing 2 in this new one.
Yeah, I hear he's playing 2. And Naomi, I think she's
Rapace.
Yeah, I think she's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you say her name? I thought it was like Rappin' Place or something.
I think it's Rapace.
I thought it was who's closer, guys? Her or me? I thought it was Naomi Rappin' Place or something. Rappin' Place.
Rapace.
I don't know.
I have a photographic memory with this stuff. So.
Anyways, like, to make a good Alien film these days, you have to really take what made Alien good and also what made Aliens good, and then you need to do that in a new light. So it's the equivalent of telling like a soft reboot of the series. Will they do that? I don't think so. I think that the film takes place on one single ship. It has like maybe one alien on it. I think that it's a more gruesome tale. So I don't know. That's a tough one. The poster doesn't really do anything for me. The fact that they're just showing a xenomorph doesn't really... Okay, great. We know what an alien is. You have to make it scary again. And mostly that's based on the fact that you didn't get to see the alien. And then when you did, it was completely terrifying. And there's no surprising anymore. We already know it's going to have face hugger and it's going to come out of the chest because this is a prequel. So we have all of those things. So you can't go back and just do it again.
Jennifer says it's called Rapace, so we were both wrong.
Robert's lost his goddamn mind tonight. Look at what he's saying.
Where, which one?
The one that donates all his money to you.
Oh, I meant like which comment?
Oh, all of them. Sexy Jesus Games. What video game crossovers would you like to see? Oh, I really, really want to see Tomb Raider and Uncharted come together, but it's too late for that. But to see,
That's my answer.
yeah, to see Nathan Drake hit on Croft would have been unbelievable. However, I want to see Evil Dead mixed with Resident Evil. I think that'd be fucking awesome. I want to see, I want to see Lego, like the Lego games, go in a hardcore way. Like, I'd like to actually see like a Lego Fallout or Lego Skyrim or,
Lego Skyrim would be fucking awesome.
yeah, like something crazy in the Lego universe.
Let's see. Robert says he's learned a lot about you tonight. You are the most interesting man alive. Like the Dos Equis commercial.
That's not true, but thank you.
No one said I'm the most interesting woman alive. I'm kind of offended.
Triggered.
Oh my gosh, I'm so triggered. 7th level still pissed that there's no Hellboy 3. I've only seen the first Hellboy.
I don't know, man. I think that this is how it works. If there's no support for something, that doesn't always mean that it's bad, but in terms of Hollywood, it has to make some money. And if it doesn't make money, that means there's no interest. If the fans don't support something, that's not Hollywood's fault if they've done a good job. Look at Judge Dredd. Dredd is
oh my gosh, Dredd. Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Love it.
That's one of the most underrated movies ever.
Yes, I so totally agree with you. I love Dredd. Sorry.
7th level said he would donate, but for some reason you don't have a donate button this evening.
Apparently Robert's found it. I don't know. But I mean, you don't have to donate to me. Jeez, I'm not that important. Okay, now they're saying I'm the most interesting woman alive after I said I was triggered. But thank you, but I'm really not.
Oh, I'll ask you a question. Most anticipated film of next year. Star Wars is off the list because we all know that.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, this is hard. There's so many. Oh. I'm excited. Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I can't wait for the Batman Lego movie.
It looks pretty good. I'm excited for Beauty and the Beast, but I'm a Disney person. And I like Dan Stevens.
Tale as old as time, Beauty and the Beast.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Lives up to my childhood memories, really.
Lego Zelda. Oh,
I'm just making any words today. Seriously.
A Lego Zelda movie. Or a game.
That'd be cool.
Or a movie. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Wonder Woman, yes. Boat Captain. That looks so fucking badass.
I'll be honest, I'm really excited for Star Wars, obviously.
Yes.
However, I'm really excited for Split.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm so excited for that, too. Like, I cannot wait to see James McAvoy. He's supposed to have, like, 23 different personalities?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, I'm a fan of M. Night Shyamalan. Like, he did have a couple of iffy movies. But for the most part, I've liked his movies. Like, they're not perfect, but they're enjoyable.
Agreed.
Which I think, actually, The Sixth Sense is one of the best horror movies out there, personally. But, I like Signs, even though it was goofy. Like, obviously, some parts were like, why? Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix are really talented, but they're being, like, really cheesy in this film. But overall, it was entertaining. The Visit was entertaining. Wasn't perfect, but Lego Evil Dead game, that would be really badass. Oh, Robert's leaving us. Bye, Robert. You're the best.
Love you, Robert.
Yes. Love you so much.
You sexy beast.
Bo Captain mentions Justice League. I'm not sure about Justice League. Like I'm kind of excited.
The DC universe on television blows away.
Yes. Totally agree. I watch every show.
What's
your favorite?
What's Arrow's character? What's his character's name? Arrow. What's his name?
Oliver Queen.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know it's funny because I had a green hoodie and I was staying at my friend Josh's house, and he has like a balcony, and I used to go up on it and be like, "What's his name again? Fuck."
Oliver Queen.
Yeah. I used to stand up there and he'd like come in and I'd be like, "My name's Oliver Queen, and what is it again? You deserve something." I don't know what he says.
You have failed this city.
Yeah.
Oh, I know all about Arrow and the Flash and everything. I'm kind of having an issue with Ezra Miller being the Flash in the Justice League film, just because Grant Gustin is so good in the TV show. I know they're two different universes, but I just feel like he's casting a shadow over the cinematic Flash, and I don't know. Plus, the Flash movie has already lost 2 directors, so...
I haven't seen The Raid. I actually have Raid 2 and Raid Redemption. Are those 2? Is that 1 and 2?
The Raid and Raid Redemption, yes. I haven't seen either of those. I need to.
Like the Raid Redemption and then the Raid 2. Is that 1 and 2, or is there something called the Raid and then the Raid Redemption, then Raid 2?
No, it's the Raid Redemption, then Raid 2.
Oh, so I own those movies. I've never even watched them.
I haven't either.
Oh. They did a good job of defending on Chodecast. Never listened to that podcast because Eric's on it.
You know how much Jay hates Eric.
He's handsome, but holy fuck.
Bo Kedden says he loves Legends of Tomorrow. That's my least favorite show out of the current DC TV lineup. I like it, but it's not my favorite. It's my least favorite, but it's still good.
I gotta admit, I have a weird life. This week, Mattel, like the company that makes toys, emailed me. So they're sending me a whole bunch of Halo toys to review on the show. And then Sumo, who makes beanbags, emailed me, and they're sending me a $500 beanbag chair to review on the show, which I think is gaming related, so I'm going to do it. And then I found out on the 7th, I'm going to Montreal.
If it's what I think it is, I'm super jealous, but I could be wrong. I'm not going to say.
What do you think it is?
Do you want me to say it? Like,
yeah, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but...
Oh, BioWare?
BioWare's in Montreal?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, they make Mass Effect in Montreal? I'm going to play Mass Effect 4? No, I'm not. Maybe
That'd
I am.
Be incredible.
Maybe I'm gonna play the next Deus Ex expansion, or maybe I'm gonna play For Honor. I don't know. There's so many studios there. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm jealous. The 7th level asks, do either of you enjoy found footage horror?
Absolutely. My horror film is a bit found footage, but not in the sense of it being found. It's actually released by the killers on purpose. And if you read the description, I do say it's about snuff movies. So it's not necessarily, it is found footage, but it isn't.
I do. There's some that don't utilize it really well, but for the most part, I do enjoy found footage horror.
Well, my whole teaser's found footage.
Yes. I love his teaser. But guys, if you haven't seen it, go see it. I should have linked in the description. I'll try to do it after this is uploaded. But it's incredible.
Oh, stop.
I only tell the truth.
Just go to YouTube and type in viral nasty, and it'll be the first thing that pops up. We named it on purpose.
Sexy Jesus Games wants to know, did you and Eric get a divorce?
We were never married. Eric turned me down for Alyssa.
He turned you down? For me?
Yep.
Like, I wouldn't even turn you down for me. Like, seriously. I'm not that important. I'm not that great looking, so. The 7th level says, if you haven't watched The House is October Built on Netflix, you should check it out.
I have Canadian Netflix, so unfortunately, I miss a lot of that stuff. However, If you're a fan of Star Wars and you could see it on your Netflix, watch a film called I Am Your Father. It's about the actor who played Darth Vader. It's fucking amazing. Then also, if you're into video games, which I'm going to say you probably are, go watch a movie called Man vs. Snake. It's about beating the world championship on an arcade game known as Nibbler, starring Mike McVeigh. And it's incredible.
Have you seen The Invitation?
No, what is that again?
The Invitation.
Horror movie? I haven't seen it.
It's not really horror, it's a thriller. I really enjoyed it. It stars Mikhail Huseman, and it's got a twist in it. It's like, I like it. I approve of it. Robert Payne says, what about a good Kamen Rider game? I've never actually seen that.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I know Alan's probably, like, dying since we said that, but...
Boat Captain says, Canadian Netflix. Is it just hockey games and documentaries about maple syrup? Yep. You forgot, it's about moose. What's the pronoun for moose? Is pronoun? I don't even know.
It's just moose. It's just moose.
Well, what's mooses? Mooses? Two mooses.
No, you just say moose.
There's a but. How do you say there's more than one then?
You just say moose.
There's some moose.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Jesus, I'm the loser.
No, you're not.
Tusk and man, I watched Yoga Housers, and those are Canadian films, believe it or not. I think that movie's underrated, to be honest. I thought it was like a Sunday morning cartoon. I had fun with it. The ending was a little bit long, let's be honest here, but Kevin Smith knows how to make a fun movie. I actually really enjoyed it. So it takes a lot of hate, but Yoga Hosers, go see it if you haven't seen it. It's really made for like 17-year-old girls, but it kind of, I think it's going to be a classic in a couple of years, like 5-10 years, just like Mallrats. When Mallrats came out, everyone hated it. Now they love it. So I don't know. I like it. What are you gonna do?
My favorite Kevin Smith movie is Chasing Amy, and it's not just because the lead character's name is Alyssa. Totally not. I like Chasing Amy.
I have I do have, well, I don't have Tusk or any of the new movies because they're hard to find, but I really do want to own them.
I need to see Tusk and Yoga Hosers.
So if anybody wants to send me Tusk on Blu-ray, do it.
Yeah, do it, guys. Do it. Milk in bags. Is that supposed to be tied into the Canadian thing?
Yeah, in Canada, our milk comes in a bag, and you put it into something. Yep.
I didn't know that.
It comes to do like a, rectangle bag, and you cut one edge, and
that's cool. The more you know. Robert Payne wants to know what your thoughts are on Clerks 3 being filmed.
I love it. I can't wait for Clerks 3. Clerks 1 is one of my favorite films of all time. Clerks 2 is just as good, in my personal opinion. Obviously, it's a bit different. It's in color, and it's not as indie, obviously. But Clerks 3, I have a feeling, is a bit of both of 1 and 2, from what I hear. So, excited for this.
Let's see. What else am I excited? I'm trying to think of other movies I'm excited for coming up. Like, I know there's a ton.
Many. You can't
There's
remember.
so many. Like, it's stupid how many there are coming out. I just can't remember them. Like,
well, I can't wait whatsoever for Don't Breathe 2 has been announced. Same director,
yes.
Same writer. But also it's been announced that he's directing the next Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Which is incredible news because
yes.
if David Fincher isn't doing it, then this is the guy to do it. Now they do need to get the same actors back. They cannot replace her. She's so good as what's her,
Elizabeth Salander.
Yeah, Elizabeth. It's not even Elizabeth, right? It's Elizabeth. Elizabeth. Yeah. I always fuck that up when I say her name. But those two, that movie speaks to me on levels. I don't know why. Well, for many reasons, but I love that character. That's one of my favorite characters.
Have you seen the Swedish?
I did, but I to be honest, I didn't like it as much. David Fincher is one of my favorite directors, so to see him handle something like this, especially this type of character, I relate to that character. I love her. Like if she was a real person, I would try to marry her.
Let's see. I'm excited for Tomb Raider, the one with Alicia Vikander in it, but that's 2018. Let's see. I've lost all my thinking capacity right now. Jeez. I can think of games I'm excited for next year. South Park Fractured But Whole, since it got moved to next year. I'm excited for Horizon Zero Dawn, Mass Effect Andromeda, of course. There's way too many games. I'm looking forward to Resident Evil 7. Like, what are some you are looking forward to, Jay?
Star Wars. That's about it.
I mean, games.
Games?
Yeah.
I don't even know what's coming out at this moment.
I just listed some, but
I'm trying to think of some now. The Star Wars game I have to go own, but that's not coming out next year.
Yeah, definitely the one that Amy Hennick's working on.
Oh, so talented. The South Park game's interesting. I'm not a huge RPG fan, so.
Did you play the Stick of Truth?
Ubisoft sent a review copy, but it didn't work, so I kept it. I didn't do anything with it.
It's so good. Like, I loved it. I'm an RPG person, so. Horizon Zero Dawn comes out next year.
Okay,
that looks pretty good.
That one looks fucking amazing.
It says Resident Evil 7, which that collector's edition looks amazing, but it's way too expensive.
I'm very excited for Nintendo Switch.
Yes, the Nintendo Switch, yes. Persona 5 7th level says I'm excited for that, but again, RPG fan.
Knights of the Old Republic. Oh my. Of course I played that.
Of course, he's a Star Wars. Blah, blah, blah. Alyssa fucks up her speech all the time. He's a Star Wars guru. LOL, Jay said he's not an RPG fan right after you asked that question.
I think I played Persona 4 Gold on my Vita. I understand the appeal to it, but I don't know if I have that much. I don't have enough time to play it.
Yeah, they're a major commitment. Like, I haven't even finished Persona 4 Gold. And, like, I love it, but I haven't finished it just because it's so freaking long. Let's see. Trying to think what else is coming out next year.
Yeah, it's
a lot.
Are there any more questions from the viewers?
Yeah.
Or do you have any more? Do you have any more questions?
Not that I prepared. I do kind of just want to steal your Empire Strikes Back poster, but that's not a question. That's just a statement.
That's actually vinyl.
It's vinyl?
Yeah, it's printed on vinyl. It's not paper.
That's amazing. Like, one day if you just see me in your room, don't be worried. It's just because I'm jealous. I want to see everything, and yeah.
Like, that's actually really big. You can't tell in the camera, but it's a big size poster.
Yeah, like, don't be concerned if you see me in your room one day. Just don't be concerned. I'm just looking at everything.
Yeah, go nuts.
I see people talking about Kong Skull Island and stuff. I'm excited for that. Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
Sexy Jesus asked me if I'm going to get Final Fantasy 15. I don't know yet. I'm going to wait on reviews. I'm not, like, the biggest Final Fantasy fan. So, I'll just wait and see how people review it. And then maybe. But I'm kind of broke at the moment, so I can't actually get any games. Yes, promote yourself, Jay. Promote it. It's like me, like, I'm always, like, showing off the chest area, so that you're pulling in Alyssa.
Favorite movie series? Star Wars. That's kind
Star
of
Wars is up there for me too. I also really love Lord of the Rings, Alien. The majority of the Alien. Well, I actually liked all 4 of them, even though 4 was admittedly the weakest one. I still enjoyed it. I like the majority of the Terminator films. Like, I know it's unpopular opinion, but I actually really like Terminator Genesis.
Yeah, and because of the nostalgia, probably, right? A lot of people like that.
I just liked it as a film. Like, I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I had a good time watching it. Like, I don't know. I just liked it. But Terminator 2 is like one of my favorite films of all time.
Yeah, that's one of the best films. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. How excited are you for season 2 of Stranger Things? I'm pretty excited. Like, I like the first season. And they're adding Sean Astin to the cast and Paul Reiser, who are both incredible actors. I just hope they can, like, expand it, like, and not do, like, a retread of the first season. But I'm sure they know what they're doing. Netflix has their shit down now, so. Let's see. Robert likes Highlander and Star Wars. I've never seen Highlander, which you think I would have by now because I'm so obsessed with Outlander. Stupid.
Is Outlander part of it? No.
No. Oh, don't get me started on Outlander because you'll be here all night. Like, seriously. I'm addicted. It's a problem. It's separate from Highlander. Only thing that's in common is that they're both Scottish.
Okay.
Can you do a Scottish accent?
Not at all.
Had to ask. Gabe the Gen asked favorite comedy films. I'll let you go first.
Evil Dead. Deadpool, for sure. Lego Movie, for sure. Uncle Buck. I'm looking at my collection, guys. That's why I'm.
I don't.
Project X was really cool.
And like, these aren't straight comedy movies, which I am really enjoying because I'm not a big comedy fan myself, but I like films that incorporate comedy, or if it's like really dark and fucked up comedy. Like, I like smartly written comedy. The majority of comedies they make nowadays aren't, and I just don't like it. It doesn't make me laugh. So usually it's stuff like Jay said, Evil Dead, stuff like that. Like, that's my Jimmy Jam, as I say. When you think of Outlander, you think of that movie with Jim Caviezel that's a sci-fi retake on Beowulf?
Yeah.
What movie is that?
Horrible movie.
I don't even know what movie that is.
It's a horrible movie.
I know Jim Caviezel played Jesus in Passion of the Christ. That's the only movie that I know about. I didn't even see that, by the way. Oh, you're making me hungry.
Look what I keep as snacks while I'm editing.
Oh my gosh. Both excellent cereals.
Yum.
Rub it in.
Yum.
Seventh Level says he's the only person he knows who loves Stallone's comedy Oscar. I don't know. I'm out of the loop. Let's see. Trying to think of stuff to talk about because I'm like brain dead now. I'm an old lady.
Well, how late is it?
Here it's 11:08 p.m., which is totally past what you told me originally.
Yeah, I did. It's 12:08.
So we're an hour apart.
So let's take some final questions then.
Yeah, okay, final questions and then we'll wrap this up.
Ask us anything.
Anything at all.
And you don't have anything else? Nothing? At all?
How much do you love me?
Out of what?
I don't know, anything.
Well, you have to have like a scale system.
Out of cats.
Have you? Well, the cat photos I send you, that much.
Yes, you can send me as many cat photos as you want to, and I'll never be angry. Like, seriously, send them.
What they don't know is like, we don't actually talk. We just send cat photos back and forth.
I send him pictures of my cat all the time because I'm like, she's the cutest thing ever, and I just want people to appreciate her, and I know Jay will. So I send him pictures of my cat before I post them online.
These are some good questions.
Oh, okay. Let's see. The
3 that just came up. Favorite remake, favorite... Oh, this is good. These are good ones.
Okay. What's a remake that would totally piss you off?
Star Wars. Never, ever remake Star Wars.
Yeah, don't remake Star Wars.
Other than Star Wars, I would hate to see a remake of Evil Dead. I think that'd be shit.
Yeah, that would be crap.
I'd hate to see a remake of any Hitchcock films.
Well, they actually did kind of do a remake of Evil Dead. But
well, yeah, you know what? I shouldn't talk shit on that one. That's really good.
Yeah, I said that too, and then I was like, oh wait, they did that, and that was by Fede Alvarez. So
yeah, Fede is incredible. I'd hate to see like a remake of Clerks or Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead. Even though those were okay, I just don't want that.
I would hate to see a remake of Pan's Labyrinth. That's one of my favorite movies of all time, and the practical effects are amazing. And if anyone ever decides to remake that, I will come and find you and do terrible things to you. So don't do it. Sexy Jesus asks favorite anime.
Mine's Cowboy Bebop.
Which you still have my nerd card. I remember this from like when I first met you. You asked me if I'd seen Cowboy Bebop, and I said no. And you said that you took my nerd card and you wouldn't give it back until I'd seen it.
Yeah.
Because you still hasn't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No, so you still have my nerd card.
Unbelievable.
That's a valuable thing. But my favorite anime, I haven't watched a lot. I'm gonna skip Sailor Moon because I was obsessed with Sailor Moon as a kid. Death Note. I'm a huge fan of Death Note.
Same here. Favorite place you've visited?
I haven't been to many places, but I'd say my favorite that I've been to is Los Angeles.
I was gonna say LA too. It's something about it.
Oh my gosh, we're so similar.
I'd say Banff, Alberta. Where is Cat? Cat's at home. The original Dawn of the Dead is favorite in the series. So let's take a few more.
Okay, what are your
favorite remakes? Okay, this is like I'm like a fucking contradict machine over here, but Evil Dead's one of my favorite remakes. I absolutely love that remake. I also really do like the Dawn of the Dead remake. It's funny, I just trashed those movies, but Jurassic World was a really good remake.
Yes, I agree.
Star Wars Episode 7 was another good remake. Super 8 was a really good remake of E.T. I'm trying to think of other remakes. I don't really have that many remakes in my collection. So yeah, that's that.
I like the Magnificent Seven remake that came out this year. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, it's not as good as the original, which I haven't seen the original. But I really liked the Magnificent Seven that came out this year. I thought it was really well done. It's not perfect, but it's good. Like, it's entertaining. I really like that one. And then the ones Jay mentioned are fantastic as well.
I really want a remake of Labyrinth.
Oh, yes. I just watched Labyrinth for the first time this year.
I think you know what? I want a soft reboot. So Jennifer Connelly comes back and she has kids and they have to go through the labyrinth with her help. Instead of David Bowie, it's impossible. You know, Goblin King is now dead, but you have to top that, right? So that's Dark Empire graphic novels. I have those. I haven't read them, but who do you get to replace David Bowie? That's impossible. I would feel like you would need to get somebody like, I can't even, you know who could do that? Cumberbatch.
Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on how much I love Benedict Cumberbatch.
He could be an amazing Goblin King. Oh my God, that'd be fucking good.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, and then have like Simon Pegg as one of the bad guys and Nick Frost as one of the bad guys. Man, well, just make me a director already so I can make these things happen.
And please let me be an actress in there, please. Because I just want to be an actress, guys. Is that so much to ask for?
Look, Robert's back and we're leaving now. Thanks, Robert.
We got a couple more questions if you want to answer them, or we could just leave. Make Robert sad. Boat Captain says, who would win in a fight, a xenomorph or the Thing? Oh.
The Thing would, because the Thing can copy everything, and it would learn its weaknesses and take it out.
And it can infect other living things, so yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be the Thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did you already answer that you read the Dark Empire graphic novels?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have them. I didn't get to them.
Okay, I think that's all the questions we have. Oh, well, wait, we got another one. Most overrated game series.
Fallout.
I have to agree. I wasn't a big fan of Fallout 4. I was really disappointed by it, actually.
A lot of people were, because it is a little bit. It's not a major disappointment, to be honest. Same engine as usual. There was no graphic overhaul, which is kind of a big deal in an open world game like that. And all of the technical systems were interesting, but they're the same shit we had in Part 3. The only thing that they really put in was the building of the towns, which was kind of dumb. You know, I don't think a lot of people even did that.
And I fucking hated the power armor. I fucking hated it.
It was annoying at times. So I think Fallout's a little overrated. A little. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And I think that Uncharted, in terms of it being a video game, is a little overrated. It's an amazing experience, but I don't think it's an amazing video game. It's not as the depth isn't there. Like, if you play Tomb Raider and then you play that, Tomb Raider blows it out of the water in terms of playing a video game. Story, though, not so good in Tomb Raider. It's decent. It's really good, but the storytelling in Uncharted is spectacular, and that's the only thing that saves that game, because the gunplay is horrendous versus Tomb Raider.
Oh gosh, the gunplay is terrible.
Yeah, Tomb Raider blows it out of the water. Tomb Raider is one of the best games ever made, to be honest. It's so underrated, especially the new one.
Yes, that was actually my favorite game of last year. Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
I loved it. People are Bad Company says, Alyssa, I need you to wish me good luck. You just bought a blind PS4 game from Limited Run Games. Good luck. I mean, they've been releasing some great games, like physical edition games, so pretty sure you'll get a good one.
Yeah, like if you take Uncharted, take the story and dialogue away, it's the same repetitive jump, shoot, jump, shoot, jump, shoot. There's nothing else. Okay, drive a car now, which is same stuff as ever. The gameplay is what saves a lot of games. Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 have amazing gameplay, so you can recycle it over and over and over and over. You just paint it with a different brush.
Which doesn't mean you should, but you can.
Yeah, it's okay, but I mean, it didn't have the generation gap that it should have.
No, like, I was expecting something way better, and I didn't even finish Fallout 4. Like, I couldn't do it. I just got frustrated with the power armor always breaking down, and you had to go find a new set. And I just fucking hate the power armor.
All right, I think that's it. Is that it?
I think it is too. Yeah, I think that's all the questions. So I guess we'll wrap this up. But this was super fun. Like, I think we did a pretty good job.
I wish I have to be quiet. That's why, because I have a roommate that's sleeping, so I wasn't able to be like, ah.
Oh, I've got parents that are sleeping in the house. Like, I don't care. But had a good time. Thank you for coming on, Jay.
No, thank you for having me on the show.
Well, thank you for agreeing to be on here, because I thought I'd have to beg you to be on.
No, I told you I'd do it.
I know. But I was like, I don't think he subscribed to my channel, so I don't know if he'd do it.
I don't know. I don't subscribe to anybody's channel, to be fair.
True.
So, because everyone's like, subscribe, but I don't.
Yeah. Like, if people tell me to subscribe, I'm like, I kind of don't, because I don't like being told what to do.
Yeah, I'd have to subscribe to like 6,000 channels. But I don't watch too much YouTube, to be honest.
I haven't lately either. Like, I've been more interested in movies and games and stuff. But anyway, guys, if you're not subscribed to Jay, go subscribe. His channel link is in the description box down below. You'll love his channel, trust me. If you don't love it, then you don't love my opinion. You don't have to love my opinion, okay. But seriously, subscribe and check out Viral Nasty too, because it's amazing.
Thank you.
I love you guys. And would you like to say anything to my viewers, my Alycats, Jay?
Just thanks for watching, guys. I had fun.
Should people subscribe to me if they're not subscribed to me?
Yeah, why? Well, if you're watching, you're not subscribed to her. Why wouldn't you do that?
Look at this face and this.
It's silly. Voice. Yeah, and make sure you turn on notifications. That way, you know every time she uploads a video.
Yes. Okay. I'm really bad with goodbyes, but I guess this is going to be the end of the stream. But this is personally probably my favorite Geek to Geek so far.
Oh, you'll get someone way better than me.
I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see.
You will. You will.
I don't know about that. We can go on and on. But anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching and for hanging out with us. I'm going to do my goodbye, which is peace and kisses. And Jay can say goodbye however he wants to.
Bye. Bye.